all good, you know?
Yeah.
So my power rankings,
Yes.
excluding, I guess, you and Reamer, because Reamer's out of the biz now. But I would have put...
You could put Reamer number one.
I'll put Reamer number one, because he could still come back. You're not... You would have been number one, Reamer number two. So you are in it. 1, 2. Then I think I would have to go Rich Keefe. He makes me laugh.
I like Rich.
And then I really like
Keys got you. That's what
Keys.
That's what got you.
I like I like when he said the baseball team is dead. That made me laugh. The baseball team.
See, what you got to do now, what you have to do, now all that's missing is saying, I really like the Dork podcast, right?
The Dork podcast.
You love the Dork podcast?
I do. I subscribe to the Dork podcast.
Okay, so there you go.
I saw him. I got starstruck. I saw him at the old... I saw him in the hallway at the old Intercom.
You did? You
and
got starstruck?
I got a little starstruck.
Did you really?
Twice at Intercom, I saw Lou Merlone, who I've met a couple times since then.
Yeah.
But I met him it was like I was getting a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And it was like being at Warner Brothers and Bugs Bunny walks in and he's like, "Hey, you like carrots?" You know what I mean? I was like, Lou Merlone's here, getting coffee, just like me.
Wow, who knew? Who knew?
I know, I'm a total cheeseball.
Well,
I'm one of those guys. I meet WBZ traffic reporters, and I'm like, Kevin Brennan.
But listen, I mean, and then what you have to do is you have to leverage it. You have to get them on the podcast.
I know. Well, that was the thing. We wanted to make sure everything was really good until we started having people on.
He had to teach me how to do this too.
It's good. It's good.
We're getting it.
Well, yeah, no, it's the whole thing is.
But I want to give Brian Barrett, and I love Patrick Gilroy too.
Oh, nice. Two, and I'll say this, those are two good examples of guys who are just working their ass off. I mean, Patrick's been in this business forever, and he's obviously had to go sell lollipops, which is the natural progression.
Yeah.
But he's staying in the business. He's working his ass off. Brian, same thing.
Do you know Danny Picard?
Yeah, Danny
he's
Picard.
a good friend of mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, he must live around here.
He lives
somewhere.
right down the street.
I was going to say, I was driving here, yeah.
He's sort of their ilk, too, and he's doing his own thing and does really well, and I go on his shows all the time, and he's another guy I really love.
Yeah, and he was, again, just for Danny to do that podcast, to take ownership and to invest in it and to build it and everything else, it's not just here, give me a 4-hour radio show and everyone come listen to it. And that's what we have to get our head around, by the way. Everybody is that we can't just do 4-hour radio shows anymore and expect people are like, hey, you know what? I'm going to hang in there for all 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because no, they're going to be here. They're going to be in the Will Noonan Show. They're going to be there are other places to go. That's what they have to get their head around. And I think that those are good examples. I'm glad that you are surfacing them. I'm also glad you said that Rich Keefe, you were starstruck by him.
I was in a hallway.
Yes.
And I think he caught it and was like, "Whoa, what is this weirdo looking at?"
No, it's good. It's good. He's part of Pod Combination Station, which is our podcast initiative.
Oh, all
Tell
right.
me what you guys think of this, okay? This is what we're trying to do, right? So when we did podcasts before, it was always, like I said, it was you got to have to on-air people.
I was on some of those, yeah.
Right. So we do the podcast, it's dropped, the talent, it's in their contracts, digital commitments, there it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at let's do a community of podcasts. So we have 5 or 6 of them. And the whole idea is, you have the podcast, but you have social media and you have back and forth, and it's the community. And also, by the way, we've been battling a perception thing at EEI. I don't know if you know about this, but it's almost like a vertical off of EEI, which is, hey, this is a fun place to be, right?
Yeah.
So we have mine. We have, like I mentioned, Nick Fryer's the basketball one, 5 Out. We have Off Day, which is a football one. We have Lucy and Elaine show, and we have Dork, the Dork podcast. And so the whole idea is we have this other community.
No, it's good.
With the EI, right?
When I saw that Lucy
and Elaine,
when I saw Lucy starting to put up the clips of them, I was like, this is a good idea.
Well, we have the Twitter race, and this isn't fair.
It's a really good idea to have Lucy. I mean, Lucy is really good on, and I've never met her or anything, but she's really good on Dale and Keefe when she's on. And I always think, I'm like, she's good. She's good on air. And
I I listen to their podcast, and I actually listen to it. I'm not skipping through it. I listen to it because they're honest, and they talk about shit that like sort of interest, and it goes exactly what you were talking about, which is I can only listen to Tom Brady's contract 7 times.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to Lucy getting the dick pics, or like they're
and
fawning
like,
over Gronk's girlfriend or whatever it is. Yeah.
all that stuff. Evan Marinofsky too is another guy.
Yeah, well,
on the rise.
He's on the rise.
On the rise.
He's still paying money for his education, but he's on the rise.
He's gonna be listening to this episode for sure.
He's
great dude.
Very talented.
Nice boy. If his parents are listening too, he's gonna do very well.
But that's our podcast initiative. That's how.
So check it out.
Yeah, Pod Combination Station.
Pod Combination Station. Maybe a bit of a mouthful.
I know, but I'm the only one that says it, so it doesn't make a difference.
Let's get that down to like PDCD.
Well, the biggest
PDCS?
thing is the merch.
Yeah.
We're in negotiations right now for the merch.
Boom sauce. Did you see any of that boom sauce?
Boom sauce money?
Oh yeah.
Boom
Did you see
sauce?
any of that money or sauce itself? This is how good you are at branding, though. I thought boom sauce was like your trademark, like can you believe it? I thought it was
Really?
I don't know, like I'm not a drinker, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like this thing.
Did I tell you like how that came about?
No.
So they came in. I was doing a show with Villani one night, and they came in as part of a sponsor, and Lord Hobo, and there was boom sauce, and I'm like, how is that not a home run call? How is that not boom sauce? What a great name! So I just like saying it, right? That's all I did. I like saying boom sauce, and so I messaged them. I said, hey, do you want to link up with the podcast? And like, yeah, let's have some ideas. And of course, sales gets involved, and like, hey, can you invest $1 million? And they're like, no. I'm like, so I grabbed them. I said, listen. Don't worry about that right now. If you invest, that's cool. But here's the idea. You make up T-shirts, and I'll just have people go around and yell boom sauce, and I'll give them away T-shirts, and everyone wins. And,
it works.
It works.
Brilliant.
Joe, like people, because guess what? People felt the same way I did. They like saying boom sauce.
It's true.
Right?
It's true. I went so far the way around where I was like, hey, this beer company's ripping off Rob. I really did. I was like, hey, he needs to get some money for this. Yeah, that's so funny.
So there was Joe Kelly, obviously, who he is the sole member of the Bradfo Show Podcast Hall of Fame. He was linked up with Lord Hobo, and when they won the World Series, they gave him a lifetime supply of boom sauce.
Jesus.
But so I saw his wife at the parade. I said, "Oh, wasn't that awesome? They gave him a lifetime." He's like, "Yeah, he stopped drinking about a month ago." So okay. So it was. Yeah.
That's I quit drinking,
Yeah.
and one of the signs that I needed to quit was one Christmas,
Oh, really?
where all the gifts people gave me were bottles of vodka.
Oh, really?
And I was like, if this is what people immediately snap of their finger think to buy me, maybe I need to reevaluate my life.
Well,